Hello, and welcome to my revisiting of the Iron Roads dem. Or I played the demo in a Steam Next Fest, but now we're in an actual game of it here. I've been given a copy by the developers to kind of explore a little bit deeper. Let's see if we go to some scenarios. Okay, so these are all right. There we go. It's not a sandbox. Can I pause the game? Yes. We're trapped. Okay. This right now is okay. So we're going to have a very simple route here. We want to build a platform, and I think I'm going to build a 6-1. Oh, so there's now more research. Like, I'm just. Oh, if I want to go any more, I have to build cement. So all I can do right now is do a very little station. Okay. Okay. What I'm also going to be doing here. There we go. Make a nice little quick circuit run here. We're going to have to do more with that later, but we can purchase land, we can do stuff. Okay, so let's see. So now a little bit more management, contracts, active. Okay, activate, transport, orders mode, clear orders, money, selection. Okay, I need to add a service. I'm going to go from there. I'm going to go to there. Be done. Buy trains. So those are locked. I can't buy any trains. Do I need to resume? Put up a train line. Okay. I click here. I click buy train. Unlock via the research window. Okay. Loading rate. You load faster, but let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna research a better train to start with. Buy train, and now we can buy Hephaestus. Okay. Let's see if we can speed up here by pressing. Oh, the one is paused. Okay, so this is just running back and forth at the minute, which is fine for the moment. All right, collected more. All right. Enchanted. Okay, open contract. Okay, build a one zone. Okay. So this is currently doing that. Maybe what we'll go into construction. We'll build again. Build that much further. Oop. We'll leave that there as just kind of reservation tracks. Go. Again. I want to kind of block the city from expanding there. If I want to do more. There we go. So that is running that way. Actually, hold on. Do think I actually like there is that. There we go. Put that there. Build a platform there. There we go. All right. There we go. Stations there. Let's do a management service. Go from there. And we're going to add there. Do that. We're going to buy a train. That. Add carriage. Firm. Oh, you were all the way over there. Okay. And then we're going to management. We're going to add service. We're going to add that. Done. We're going to buy train. We're going to carriage. And all right. Go. No contracts. Okay. Go. Do want to start working on Enchanted Grove. How much is it going to cost us? This is like like I can reserve this here. Like, but yeah. Okay. Oh, I need a cement system. Okay. I connect. Oh, those need to be right. But the best we're going to do is train management line service. Stone miners rest. Stone miners rest. Stone quarry. Done by train. All right. There we go. All right. I think we're just going to need to orders mode creates one-way track. We need to put another one we can. We're just going to create a one-way route here. Quick. Okay. This needs a bigger platform. No. Starting to create cement. There we go. Contracts. Go. Train to. We're working on it. All right. Okay. Done that. Let's see. Right. Commission. Okay, so that will count as a Mercy Shore station. Fantastic. There we go. So we can keep expanding that. Both of those work for me. Okay. Now we can go to the trains. Go to this train. Fit carriages. Maximize length. Go to this train. Fit carriage. There we go. Okay. Create tunnel. Okay. And okay. Tunnels. There's the tunnel we need. This is do. Go. Now this will create this as a one-way zone and that as one. That will do what we need here. We'll just do a full-on copy on that. should keep the trains running. Trains are not too slow now. It's getting uh, uh, let's go into here. You edit carriages. Okay. Progress is being made. Could just research that to have that unlocked. Waypoints, power system. Rivals for hour. Okay. From questioning, I create other platform. What? This doesn't quite work for me. This does. That's going to be a lot. That's considerably shorter. Okay. Go. Give you some space to grow. If we need to, we can probably put a tunnel. Okay. And I think this will do just fine. Here. I'm going to add a service. It's going to be there, there. Buy a train. We're going to maximize length. Create one loads. So we have Okay. Not going to be a bit smart. Okay. Go. Let's see. That way, they're going to go that. Okay. That there. That there. Orders that way. All right. See? Now I've got lots more trains. Trains going to garden. Average weight is shrinking, mostly on the way back. Still think to copy. Turn all town badges. You need to just do a copy of it. Why are they saying they're too slow? Doesn't make much sense. Like when the trains are empty and they're going, like, because the average wait time is 0. I've got so many trains. Like I'm actually clearing them out. Not that the trains are too slow, because they're picking up and delivering. Like, I get why you all are. Search nonstop, so to research the power system. All miners rest. Alright. So, create power. We've already accepted 2 con. All miners rest needs to get to the mold. Very good. That all fine there. There we go. That should all be connected. And service. All miners rest. All mines done by train. We'll do that. By train. Go. Alright. Now make more mines. Hazelmere. That's a new city. Well, we'll deal with that momentarily. At oh, build platform here. Smart. What I'll do is I'll put the platform there, like this, and this all the way here, and voila. There we go. Here, for power workers rest, you get that. Okay. Oh, there we go. So now, all we need to do is add service, all mines, power station, and by Hephaestus, maximize the length, click go. And then training management, add service, add power workers rest, add power station, done by train Hephaestus, go. And now you're working at running those. Very good. So, dismiss, dismiss. We now have fuel, search. Now have all that researched. Yeah, I had to do that. Feels like I'm doing that. Yeah, you're trapped, but you don't have anyone waiting to travel there. Understanding you, I could put additional trains on that. Some of them want to go to Mole Miner's Rest? Oh my. You're telling me you all want to get to Power Workers Rest. So I could make a train to go in between those. But yeah, it just kind of hits here. They say they're way too... I don't know what's way too long. Can you give me... Like, you are directly connected to all the other cities. Except you don't want to count... Even though I have good trains, it's not mattering. Things are getting moved out pretty quickly. It's just like, even there, they're like, it's never green. And I'm just... It's gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, so what? Thankfully, you all just want to go to the mines, then back to Stone Miner's Rest. You all would like, so I do need to put a train in between you all. Not just about power. Some of you are literally trying to get to Mole Miner's Rest, so I could fix that. I could get some things into Mole Miner's Rests. Like I can connect these rest locations. I can certainly put another, train here. They're making plenty of income. And the task list doesn't necessarily matter at this point. The fact is that when this game, like when I wanted to revisit it, I didn't want to get to this point and be like, well, I've connected stuff. Does it really matter? And yeah, these contracts, like I can deactivate some of them. So, oh, the Hazel, Mercy Short of Hazelmere. I can deactivate that. I could do some non-stop zones. That's... This will be Mercy. Yeah, that's easy. Thankfully, I can deactivate the contracts. Non-stop zone. So I click. All I've got to do with that is create a non Stop zone right there. Correct, collect that. Okay. Mercy Shore, like, you're saying the trains are too slow. Okay. Maybe if I go into my route guides here and let's say sell that train, if I buy a train like this, maximize link, click go. Sell that train, copy. Okay, now have, they're saying those tracks efficient. Platforms can't be too. Platforms are plenty long. Just in case. Let me go here. This. The fact that I need to go. It needs to be like an upgrade. Like buy trains. I can buy this. Maximize like 1, 2. There we go. Miners. Rest. Sell. The fact that it got completely rid of the, you have to do it in the other order, which means you can't do the replacement. So this as well. Buy train. Then buy train. Sell. And what we're going to do here, there we go. That should fix the problem. Okay. Let's do this. You trains are too slow. This is going to require some reworking. This I can extend. This I can extend. This I can extend. This I can extend. Okay. So there and there, buy a train, buy that, maximize link, click go, sell, sell. You're fast. Get the train. It just, the wait times are minimal. Let's see. I just... Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge, but I think I can do it. Okay. That just extends like that. That does that. That does that. Okay. Maybe now that will do that. I go into my trains here, this, say, I want to sell that train. I want to buy this train, sell that train, copy, solve the issue. Mercy Shore Hazelmere. Next thing I know I want to do, probably come into here, buy this, maximize, go, sell, 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 my train, length, sell, copy. That should be trains working at speed. Maybe I could also... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be doing some deletes here. Okay. Here we go. All right. What we're gonna do, just easier now that we have that, not do this long complicated path, just pay for ridiculously expensive bridges because it doesn't set up. That, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to go here. We're going to do those one-way orders like that. That's all we need. Just a little one-way to make it can't. That. Actually, yeah, that'll work fine there. Garden can grow there. Okay. Maybe at some point we'll do a tunnel. Who knows? Okay. Sell. Gotta sell you. Copy. Work. Sell. Copy. Copy. Should make it work now. Trains. Like, that's all amazing service. That's amazing service. Miners rest. Okay. We'd have to start connecting some of that stuff up. Garden. Okay. Now that we've got that stuff, it's actually starting to work. Add a waypoint to a route. Cool. I think I've researched waypoints. Let's see if I can just get this to get this active. Okay. Waypoint 1. Let's go in here. Change route. Add after stone quarry. Waypoint 1. Done. Doesn't matter. That's doing great. Okay. So. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. All right. And see. Add a service. Coal miners rest. Coal workers rest. I trains. X length. I think that will help quite a bit. Oh. Okay. Copy. Oh, great. I forgot to do two. The one orders there. There's there. Come that way. Come that way. Should make it easy to you. Sell one of those. Care which one. Copy it that many times. Money just keeps pouring in. All we're trying to do. Quick flow. There. Yeah. All town badges. I mean, unless I can do a wait until like as you can see there, all the trains are just loading and going. You all are happy. For you all, unless I could like force something to like wait. Like that's the issue. And maybe I can. Like that. Okay. You're happy just being connected up. Alright. Let's see. Anything. Doing that. Alright. There's another tunnel. Okay. That's near enough to a town. Alright. that. Decent. Quick bridge there. 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 There we go. All right, let's put orders in place. That way. Go that way. Then we're going to add a service. We're going to come Hazelmere, go into Neptunia, because that's going to be the central hub. By these things, we're going to maximize length, and we're just going to start running them. What a train. You can embargo us. That are using us again. Now you want. Here we go. Copy. 2 trains in there. I'm basically taking you on a direct route with the fastest train. Unless I literally build a direct route. Just for question is where are these people going? Going all over the place. But we've got plenty of people. Yeah, like we're building. When plenty go in, plenty go out, because that's what we're doing. We're hubbing here. Let's see, from Trembly, Neptunia. There are too many that need to go to blue. Copy. In an hour. Currently have so many trains running. doesn't actually help. I think they actually want slower. Move carriage. Move. Move. Make you run a little bit faster. That help. Too bad I can't do a wait until full kind of thing. But I think where I am on this revisit is kind of where where I want to that I've seen the game. It's like I'm not necessarily super challenged on the scenario. Again, this is supposed to be an easier scenario. I guess they just want you to keep making the same route over and over again as they keep putting more and more trains there, but that's less interesting. There's not like the concrete or the cement in the power was a interesting idea to add to it. Um, to add some resources that you had to, finagle with, which is there. Um, but this revisit, necessarily hasn't changed much. Part of what the developer, said that they were going for when they sent me this key was, to have some strategic depth while at the same time, you know, um, having, the level of accessibility of Mini Metro or a game of that kind of thing. Um, where that game kind of got interesting, where like Mini Metro thing is, you have to keep things going, and eventually they make it so complicated that you get knocked off, that you can't keep going, that it's meant to be a, how long can you stay before things go out the door. Here, like if things get too slow, all right, I've got infinite time to kind of solve them. There's not really a money crunch. There's not really a much trade-offs. It's basically how it's a puzzle. So I've gotten to the point where resources don't matter that much anymore. Other maps may be harder to get to that point, um, but the resources don't matter that much anymore. Um, so it's just a matter of how many concurrent loops of track can I lay down to get as many, um, you know, bonuses that I can. Maybe what I could have done is kind of like come here, put down a bunch of track, and like split it and used waypoints. So I could be like, this waypoints to this one, and this waypoints to this one. So essentially, I'm forcing multiple trains can use like the long piece. And that may be an efficiency thing. Um, but it's the question of how much trains can you constantly be moving in and out. And even though I'm moving big long trains of things, I can't do things like don't leave the station until full. Because if I could, I would, because that would make things more efficient. And yes, I've got great arrivals per hour. I'm making, I guess I could do balance generated. Um, but it's the balance sheets like are just going up. My income or just my yesterday's income, yesterday expenditure, they're way off the charts. Um, so expenditure of power, like this power doesn't feel like I'm running out of power, even though it looks like I'm supposed to be. I don't. I don't necessarily know. This game hasn't changed too much other than the addition of concrete and power since when I first did the demo, but it hasn't changed its basic gameplay kind of thing where you're creating recursive train loops of trying to connect things. That was what I was wondering about you know, is there going to be anything at stake? And it's still not. It's not complicated enough that it's crunchy enough to really get management um kind of ideas there where there's enough you know interesting decisions about how you're going to go about managing it. Now, I mean, there are decisions, but interesting ones, not so sure. Um, and um, it's not you know light enough where it's like, okay, you're going to be doing this for a half hour. You know, if you're really good, 40 minutes, but eventually we're gonna have you make we're gonna make you know when you go over time or when you do this, we're going to slowly, at the beginning it's fine, and then we're going to slowly just build it, and we're going to give you limited resources in a way where your use of them is the strategic challenge. Right now, there's not necessarily a challenge here. Um, it's how to get necessarily these done, but it's the question. But it's the question of, okay, how much can you pack into Tetris into a space, maybe, is the challenge. Like here, Tetrising is probably hard because there's so much, within there. So if I want to keep creating recursive loops of things, you know, here, you know, need to keep creating more stations. Maybe I could create another station loop to keep things going. Here, there was an interesting thing, adding puzzling, over under, but I think I'm now in repetition mode. So while I do, thank the developer for a look at it, I think they may have gone for too many things at once when they were trying to define what they are. Um, and so if they're wanting to, be a casual where things, quite literally will eventually go off the rails, make it so there's, you know, I would I would rather cut out like 3/4 of this map, make this 25% interesting right here, rather than just add more of repetition of what this is at this area. Because if there were interesting things about, you know, you could, make it there. Passengers who, different kinds of passengers, and do you have to meet different kinds of needs, and do you have different, again, with trains it's a little bit there, but decisions between passengers and cargo, um, not just this, yellow wants to go to purple, purple wants to go to, yellow, but um, if there were only so many tracks that you got, and it's about how can you, you know, carry things like what if the stations popped up? And so you're connecting the stations and you have so many trains and you're trying to manage all that, and you only have so many tracks to use, and it's not about money and concrete and power. You're trying to go for the mini metro style. You'd be looking at that. What is the limit? How can you do interesting routing decisions? Um, then if you were trying to again get more crunchy, um, just generic city won't work for you. If you're looking for crunchy, you'd be looking for like the Railroad Tycoon 2, which is again an old game, but had different things. You could take grain to a bakery to make food to take that to a city, but you could also take that grain to cattle production to take cattle to take that to an abattoir to make food. So there was all these other things you could do. Um, there was making steel, which was very valuable. Um, but at this point, I think at an hour 16 here, we've definitely done a good revisit here. Um, and I think uh, I will be um, seeing if there are some major changes that the developers are going to do. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.